I love pizza. My last name is Italian, so it might just be in my blood. And there's nothing better than pizza with friends. But planning the perfect pizza party can be challenging, especially when it comes to knowing how much pizza to order. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to solve this problem in Excel to keep you on budget and also give you the perfect amount of leftovers. So let's go. So every week in our Elevate Excel training program, we post a new Excel challenge. Last week's challenge was called Pizza Party. I'll put a link in the description where you can download the challenge file and give it a try. And you'll notice that the challenge has 3 levels here for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. For this video, we're going to focus on the advanced challenge. So you can pause the video now if you want and take the challenge, and I'm going to walk through the solution for the rest of the video. So on this sheet, we have this table with a list of people coming to the party, their preferred toppings, and the number of slices they're going to eat. And we need to figure out how many pizzas to order if a pizza contains 12 slices, and you can do half and half pizzas, and also how many slices we'll have left over. So I'm going to just move this box out of the way for now. We don't need it. And right here, we're going to start doing some calculations. And actually, the first thing I want to do is figure out the pizza combinations, the different types of pizzas we need to order. So for that, right here on the right side of the table, I'm going to use the text join function. So text join is going to join all of these values together, and we're going to do that in a comma separated list. So I'm just going to put comma space here for the delimiter. I do want to ignore empties, so I'm going to say true for that, comma, and then the text will just be all 3 of the topping columns in that row. We'll close parentheses and hit enter. That's going to expand the table and fill it down. And now we have all of our combinations of the different toppings. And I'm going to call this type. Now we do have one issue here where the order matters. So mushroom olive and olive mushroom are the exact same pizza, but they're just out of order. So we can modify our formula for this. So I'm just going to add the sort function here to sort these values. Now, since these are in a row, we need to use the by column argument. So we're going to type 3 commas there, and then we're going to say true to sort by column. We'll hit enter now, and now we can see that these have been sorted. So this is the same pizza. Next, we're going to create a summary report to the right of the table. So right over here, I'm going to use the unique function to give us a list of all of the unique pizza types. So I'll just reference this column here, hit enter. That will give me that list of unique values. So these are all the different pizzas that we need to order. And I also want to sum up the number of slices we need for each of those pizzas. So for this, I'm going to use the SUMIF function, or you can use SUMIFs. Here, the range is going to be the type column in our table. Type a comma. The criteria here is going to be this value for this row, but since this is a spill range, we can type a hash here, and that will allow us to do a SUMIFs on all of these values. Type a comma, and then the sum range will be the number of slices, or I'm sorry, the slices column. So we'll hit enter there. Again, that's going to spill out the values to give us a sum of the slices for each of these different pizza types from the table. And I'll add some column headers here. Now I should also mention that there are several ways to create this summary report, including the new group by function or a pivot table. I'm using this technique because it's probably available to the most amount of people, and we're going to reference this spill range in the formulas that we create next. Next, we're going to figure out half pizzas. Since a pizza contains 12 slices and we can do half and half orders, that means that there are 6 slices on half of a pizza. So we're going to take this value here. I'm going to reference the entire spill range. So I'm going to put a hash there and divide it by 6. And this will tell us how many half pizzas we need to order. Now these decimals really aren't going to help us much. So we're actually going to round this up, because if we have more than one half of a pizza, we need to round that up to essentially order another half of a pizza. So for this, we're going to use the round up function. There we go, round up, tab into that. And for the number of digits argument, we're just going to say 0 to give us a whole number. So this now tells us that we need 3 half pizzas of pepperoni sausage, 2 half pizzas or 1 full pizza of cheese, and so on. And this gives us enough information to answer the first question, which is how many pizzas do we need to order? So if we sum this up, I'm going to reference this spill range here, L4 hash. That's going to give us 10 half pizzas. And if we were to take that number and divide it by 2, that will give us a total of 5 pizzas. And later I'm going to show how to create a summary report that lists out the half and half pizzas we need to order, so hang out for that. But the next thing we need to calculate is leftovers. And this is a relatively simple calculation. We're going to take the number of half pizzas, again L4 hash, times 6, since there's 6 slices in half a pizza. This will give us the total number of slices we're going to order, and then we just need to subtract the number of slices that are going to be consumed, K4 hash there, and this will give us the total amount of leftovers per pizza. And then if we want to see the total number of leftovers overall, just drag this formula over. You can see that we have 9 slices left over. And I like having leftovers here because we know we're covered if some of our guests are extra hungry, and it also means I get pizza the next day for lunch. And I'll quickly apply some formatting to our headers here, just make it easier to read. I'll make that bold, and then also just do a quick orange fill color. Also need to auto fit this. And this is really all we need to answer the questions for our challenge. But I do want to show the results of a bonus training I did to make this even easier to use. Now before we get to that, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this file comes from our weekly Excel challenges within our Elevate Excel training program. Every week I post a solution video similar to this one where I walk through the solutions to each of these levels. If you want to see how to solve the beginner and intermediate levels, we're currently offering a free trial to Elevate Excel. The program also contains an all-access pass to all of our online courses, including our latest course on AI for Excel, a community forum where you can ask questions, and monthly live Q&A meetings. This is our flagship program that will help you become an Excel hero and stand out from the crowd. I'll put a link in the description to the enrollment page that contains more info on Elevate, along with the free trial offer. Now let's get back to that formula. And it's really multiple formulas that I used in a bonus training to create this pizza order section that shows the number of pizzas that we need to order for both whole pizzas and the split or combination pizzas. And this is also solved with formulas. Specifically, the filter function is used in each of these to create these lists. And since we're using dynamic array formulas for everything here, this means that we can change the table over here. Let's say maybe Ben is really hungry and wants 22 slices instead. Once we input that, everything in our output changes over here. All of our calculations change. We now need 6.5 total pizzas. Of course, we can't order a half pizza, but what this shows is that we have an extra half here in this split pizzas list, and we can decide what toppings we want for that. And if you want to learn how to write these formulas, I posted a bonus video inside of our Elevate Excel training program that walks through how to write the formulas step by step. And one other important thing to note, in the table here, I have a dropdown with 6 of the most popular toppings to choose from. Now that's controlled by this table on this list sheet over here. You can add more items to this list. Just know that your orders will typically get more complex and you'll end up ordering more pizzas. Now, one other important thing to note, if you add pineapple to this list, Excel will immediately crash and you'll lose all your work. I'm absolutely kidding, but try that at your own risk. So that's one way to solve this problem. And of course, there are many other ways to go about it. So leave a comment below and share the techniques that you use to solve it. If you want to take on more challenges like this, we have over 30 of them in our Elevate Excel training program, and we post a new one each week. Again, I'll put a link in the description to the free trial. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing. And if you want to see other ways to save time with Excel, then check out this video next. Thanks again for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.